Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today, I'm talking once more about SeaChange, a company that I did talk about on December 14th, so it has been a while, and we're talking about it again once more after it really gave a nice push of around 1574%, but on the highest went to 350, which was almost 100% jump. So we're going to discuss a little bit of the latest updates, specifically the one that came on to December 22nd today, which is Triller. To the ILLR, Triller Holdings is expected to become publicly traded on NASDAQ through a reverse merger with a publicly traded company called SeaChange International. So for this one, upon closing, the ticker symbol to change for ILLR and the company name to be changed to Trillerverse Core. The transaction is expected to ultimately value Trillerverse at approximately $5 billion. Definitive documents and deal terms are signed, including a support agreement from SeaChange's largest shareholder. The transaction is expected to close in Q1 2022. SeaChange is to become the business unit inside of Trillerverse focused on cable streaming and advertising. So, basically, a reverse split or reverse merger in this company, Triller is getting some money out of SeaChange and basically a bit of, SeaChange is getting money through Triller into this kind of reverse merger. They basically get to sell more shares, adjust the shares ratio, and then SeaChange becomes a smaller business unit inside the Triller umbrella. And this happens for multiple reasons. Sometimes companies do it for survival purposes. Others, things become a bit more complicated and they need a bigger company to kind of baby them through and get profits. Others, people just want to sell. The basic major shareholders just want to sell, put in their shares out. So instead of them selling it publicly and the stock price basically plummets, they seek a reverse merger to get institutions to sell to and or own a bigger piece of another company. Now, again, this is not mainly bad news. I mean, the stock market did initially really like this and then kind of things settled down around $2. It's a little bit hard to go back and dive to Trillerverse financials overall. They do give you a bit of information about it. So right here, Triller expects it will create a leading voice on the Web 3.0 movement and embrace the power of decentralized system to enable greater participation in a multi-$100 billion creator economy. Trillerverse believes that the creators deserve to own, manage, distribute, and monetize their content, and Trillerverse is designed for ever greater control and extensibility and agency. Now, Trillerverse service enables creators of all kinds, artists, athletes, influencers, public figures, and brands to engage and build audience across all open platforms with unique channel of communication they can control. Trillerverse enables over 700 million interactions with consumers every month. Now, Trillerverse, proprietary AI-based ecosystem, of course, everything now is attached with AI, enables content and experience that unlocks the vast relationships between creators, tastemakers, influencers in global most coveted demographic, the 18 to 34-year-old marketplace. Now, Trillerverse has a proven record of producing world-class contents through the Triller Fight Club and Versus Band, showcasing artists, athletes, and personalities, and building a large, growing, and a retargetable audience of millions of users around the world. Trillerverse has a successful deployment innovative solution combining in-venue, pay-per-view, subscription, sponsorships, and advertising monetization for its partner brands. The company boasts a diverse and robust creator network that enables content and culture with billions of followers worldwide. The company has built an extensive platform for marketing, advertising, and e-commerce engagement, enabling brands to construct and optimize the entire customer journey from awareness to purchase process to loyalty. Now, they also plan to diversify their revenue streaming by expanding its global footprint and investing in new growth opportunities across the creator economy and emerging technologies. The combined company will be best positioned to pursue a robust acquisition strategy that will strengthen its economic engine. Now, this is basically one of the most important things to really focus on. The combined company will be positioned to pursue a robust acquisition strategy that will only strengthen its economic engine. They're going to use the stock market to basically grow by people's money. So they're gonna release offerings down the line probably, or just use the stock market from this massive jumps with security notes or senior notes or whatever it is, and get cash and buy and acquire smaller companies. So it becomes almost a self-fulfilling prophecy in this company being good. But at this point, I haven't really seen significant changes in the company to be able to forecast how good it's going to be. I mean, SeaChange, price over sales and price over book is on par with what's seen in the SP 500 markets. Institutional buyers, there's nothing happening ever since my last video on December 14th. Before moving on towards technical analysis, if you would like to see more contents like this, make sure to click the subscribe button and leave notifications on. Also, don't forget to drop a like to this video if you've actually enjoyed it so far. Let's move on now towards technical analysis. Now, from a technical analysis perspective, what we do get to see is this is a very bullish action. Of course, a lot of these technical indicators will show just that. Your 10 SMA is above 30 MA, and between them there's something called a trading action zone between 155 and 121, which is very bullish. You also see the 200 SMAs above the 50 SMA, which is bearish, but the 50 SMAs climbing up at a higher rate than the 200 SMA is going. The 200 SMAs slightly going downwards, which is also a good thing. Now on the ADX, it's above 50. That is a dangerous zone because above 50, you can expect sharp reversal, like what you've seen today at 344 down to around $2. Now William percent R shows it's neutral. It's neither overbought or oversold at this exact level. In terms of the MACD, what you do get to see here is that it's kind of climbing a little bit downwards. It's kind of getting a bit of a pullback, which is a bit of a bearish thing on its own. But this stock is definitely kind of going back and forth in terms of fighting for that momentum, as you get to see. And currently, it's almost at a peak momentum in its history. Now, the stock itself has seen a sharp decline, and you get to see the MACD declined a little, suggesting the days are basically approaching for this one to at least see a red day and kind of hit back on a reversal. Now, both stochastic fast and stochastic slow are pinpointing downwards, suggesting a pullback, at least a strong one back into the Bollinger Bands, as you get to see, although the moving average bands and the Bollinger Bands are increasing, which is a bullish thing. On Fibonacci retracements, some key support points to consider is the 168 and the 66 cents. Resistances, 231, 282, 333, 406, and 498, or 499. It's around there. Now, in terms of just normal price line action, we're able to see that there is a critical support onto this one, 178. If it breaks it, you're going to 156, and then following that, 143, 133, going down to 120, downwards to 109, going to 99 cents, and then below there, 87 cents, 77 cents. Resistances, there are a few. For instance, the first one, 203, 213, 236, 255, going up to 272, 290, $3, and then majorly a 344 that really failed it today, and then 369, going a little bit higher to 380, to $4, to 424, 442, up to 455, 471, and 498. It comes to the question, Ed, what do you think is going to happen here? Well, they're high candles. It's almost never seen for this stock to see that kind of massive candle. But I do think we're most likely going to be accumulating between 136 and 215 until another breakout or a massive crackdown. So as long as you're within there, expect high volatility, and this stock definitely would need some kind of bullish news and a bit of a little bit of a peek into what these data is going to, what that data, new data coming in from the reverse merger is going to look like, and the exact details. However, you got to be very careful. SPACs often drop after the reverse merger. But the reason right now that it's jumping, it's in its early hype phase, and that's going to cool down. And if you buy in the hype, you're going to get hurt. If you buy in the cool down and then try to get a hype, it's a bit of a gamble, and that's the strategy that a lot of people are using and are in the current moment. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to put down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.